Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you've been here before, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to Roberto's Journals. In today's video, I'm going to be explaining to you what happens in between your refinements. So, well, first of all, what is a refinement? Now, when you initially get your first set of Invisalign, your first set of trays, it's usually going to be a year's worth or 18 months worth of trays. And when you finish your first set of trays, you'll end up having what's called a refinement. So your orthodontist will ask you to come in for an appointment where they will scan your teeth all over again, and any minor adjustments that they need to make with your teeth, that is what they'll end up doing in that refinement. Now, I believe you can have many refinements. I think it depends on what plan you're actually with Invisalign. I actually don't know how many different plans there are with Invisalign, apart from there's a flexible plan and a more rigid plan. Maybe I need to actually research into this. I mean, I was actually quite lucky that when I had my braces and they managed to get my teeth to a point where they could continue with Invisalign, they said because I'd paid my full amount already for my braces, they said I could move to Invisalign without any extra charge. So I didn't really research into how much Invisalign would cost, but maybe I'll actually do that and I'll make another video about it, maybe. Okay, anyway, so what was I saying? Refinements. You can have many refinements. I mean, I'm on my second and my last. So my first set of trays, they were 52 sets of trays, 52 sets of Invisalign. And when I got to the end of those 52, my orthodontist, Sarah, she called me in to do a scan of my teeth. And she showed me areas of my teeth where there still needed some gaps. There were still some gaps that needed to be closed. Some teeth were not level, so they needed to be put level. Just minor adjustments that needed to be done after getting my teeth to that arched shape. Even though they were already at that arched shape with my braces, the Invisalign was furthering on that progress to get it even better. So when I had my first refinement, I had my scan of my teeth, and I had to wait for around 2 to 3 weeks to go back and see Sarah, because obviously Sarah needs to send away, or your orthodontist needs to send away your scans to Invisalign. And then Invisalign need to make your aligners, send them back to your orthodontist, and then you get them fitted in. Now that process can take anywhere between 2 to 3 weeks. And it's exactly the same with my second and final refinement now. So you're left with a significant amount of time from your last set of trays from your original to your first set of trays after your refinement, when you start your refinement stage. So for example, now I had my scan 3 weeks ago, and is it 3 weeks ago? 3.5 weeks ago, almost a month. I had my scan almost a month ago, which means that these set of aligners that I've got in now, I've had to use them for a month. So that's something that you need to be prepared for, that when you finish your original set of trays and you're going to go into that refinement stage, just be prepared that you're going to have to use your last set of aligners for a while. I'm actually here now waiting for my appointment, which is going to be in 25 minutes, so it's left me enough time to film this video. So I'm about to go into my appointment. Like I said, my scan was already like 3-4 weeks ago, and today's appointment is all about getting them fitted in. Now, I'm not going to talk about how that process works today. I'll do that in another video, my update video of my last refinement. So stay tuned, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, so that you get notified of that video coming up in the future. But I will be providing an update of what happens in today's appointment, just to explain to you that today's appointment is to get them fitted in, and I will start my last set of trays, my last set of Invisalign. I believe it's going to be another 26 weeks. Well, I'm going to find out how many sets of Invisalign I've got when I get to my appointment, and I'll let you know in that update video how many more weeks I've got left. So let's talk more about what happens in that 3 to 4 week period in between your last set of trays to your first set of trays during your refinement. So these set of aligners that I'm wearing now, I've been wearing them for like a month, like I've just told you, but I want to show you, hang on, sorry, just taking them out. I want to show you something about the Invisaligns. Now, Excuse me. So, first of all, excuse my saliva all around my Invisalign. I don't have anywhere to rinse them out, and I do rinse them out all the time. Anyway, so one thing you need to remember is if you wear one set of Invisalign for a week and you take them out 2 to 3 times a day, maybe even more, so that's 3 times a day, 7 days a week. That's 21 times that you're taking them in and taking them off, taking them out and putting them back in. If you imagine that over a period of a month, you're looking at over 100 times, especially if you're having teas and coffees and drinks in between your meals as well. You're looking at around 100 times you're taking this in and out of your mouth. And what I would recommend that you do if you're going to experience this period between your initial set of trays to your refinement set of trays is be careful, or be extra careful when you're taking your Invisalign in and out. And the reason why I'm saying this is because this is my top set. Can you see that it's tore there? Oh man, there you go. My Invisalign tore. Because normally what I do is when I take them out, so I'm going to do it on this side, the bit that's not, the area that's not torn. But I used to just get my 2 fingers and I just do that, like not yank them down, but like quite forcefully to take them off. Now, if you're doing that for over 100 times over a period of a month, then that will happen to your set of Invisalign. So that's why one of the first things I'd recommend that you do, once you know that you're going to have a refinement, just take care of your last set of Invisalign, because these are the ones you're going to have to wear until you get your next set of trays. Another thing that I would do with these, if you're going to be wearing them for longer than your normal 1 week, is I would clean them more regularly. So normally in a week, I would use those Invisalign tablets or the Brita tablets, the ones that clean your aligners or like dentures, for example. If I can get a picture of them, I'll show them on the screen now. But just your regular aligner tablets that you put in a glass and then you just pop your Invisalign in. Normally I would use 2 of those tablets in a week. Now over the past month I would do this every 2 days, just to maintain the upkeep and the cleanliness of these sets of Invisalign. I always clean them when I brush my teeth. I always use residue toothpaste that I use when I'm brushing my teeth to scrub inside these as well. But I just feel like I'm more aware of the cleanliness of these. I'm quite adventurous with my foods as well, so I just don't want these to either stain or smell, I guess. And maybe that's why I do use it every 2 days. But I think that's just me. That's just my preference. I guess each of us will have our own way of maintaining the cleanliness of our Invisalign. You'll also find that because you're wearing these for a bit longer, you'll notice a bit more wear and tear on these. I don't know if I'll be able to show you, but on this area here, it's a bit torn. No, not torn. It's a bit frayed here, and it's not as smooth. It's quite rough compared to the other areas. I don't know if anyone else has experienced this with their Invisalign. Let me know in the comments, and maybe you'll be able to describe it a lot better than I can. But I guess where this particular area of my Invisalign, where I'm just day to day, like meeting my 2 sets of teeth together, it's just rubbing. And normally when you find a bit of a rough area in your Invisalign, you end up touching it with your tongue a lot. And the first time this ever happened to me, I actually got a nail file and I tried to file it down to smooth it. Yeah, don't do that. You actually make it worse. So the only thing I can say is if that happens to you during your refinement period, you're just going to have to be patient with it and wait it out. You just need to expect that it will happen. So you can't stop your teeth from being your teeth and rubbing against each other, but try not to use any kind of equipment to smooth it down, because you will end up making it worse, like I did a very long time ago. I forgot to mention, as soon as I realized that this tore, I actually called Sarah straight away to say, is it actually okay to continue to wear them? Because I thought maybe it might affect the tension of the Invisalign on my teeth. But luckily she said if it's still keeping in place, that it's fine. I did offer to take a picture, but I guess if it hasn't snapped off, then it's okay. But this only happened, this only tore like 5 days ago. So maybe if it happened 2 weeks ago, she probably would have asked me to come in and she would have had a look at it. But because it was only a few days, I guess she was fine with it. Well, I'm getting them changed today anyway. But yeah, if this happens, just call your orthodontist and just see what they say. And if they're local to you, then it wouldn't surprise me if they just ask you to pop in. Oh no, I just dropped them. Right, I managed to get them. Okay, let me put these back in and I'm going to summarize what you need to do if you're going to go through a refinement stage and wear one set of Invisalign for a month. Okay, give me a sec. So just remember, if you're going to have a refinement, you are going to be wearing your last set of aligners for 2, 3, maybe even 4 weeks, depending on how quickly your orthodontist can send over the scans, get them, Invisalign will get them made and sent back to you, and then you need to go back to go and see your orthodontist to get them fitted. So just be prepared that you'll be wearing these for a while, and just change your routine to maintain the upkeep of these Invisalign because you need them to last. You could ask for a spare set of Invisalign. I remember Sarah offering me that. I didn't feel like I needed that. I don't know if she would have charged me extra. I have no idea. But I guess if you're really that worried about it, that's an option that you could do and ask for a spare set so that you're not wearing these sets, your last set, for a significant amount of time. I would say clean your Invisalign more. Be more careful with how you take them out and how you put them in. If they tear or if they become worn or frayed, don't do anything with them. Don't try to fix them. Don't try to smooth it down. Just leave them be. And if in doubt, just call your orthodontist and they'll be able to let you know what to do. That's it really. I guess it's just a waiting game during these 3 weeks. And I know some people, me included, would start to get impatient because you feel like you're wasting time with your journey to try and get your teeth done as quickly as possible. I used to get frustrated about that, but now I've been on this braces and Invisalign journey for so long that I don't think it bothers me anymore. I'm in this for the long haul, and I don't mind. This has become my day-to-day life now, so to me it's normal. So one other thing that I forgot is I tend to become quite lazy with putting my Invisaligns in during this period, even though I've only had this period twice. But I've noticed already, like 2 weeks ago, that I would have my Invisaligns out for like say 2, 3, maybe even 4 hours, when usually I'd only have them out for 1 to 2 hours. So I'm leaving them out more, not putting them back in, because when I put them back in, they don't feel as tight. They just feel normal. So in my mind, I'm just thinking, well, the Invisalign isn't doing its job with moving teeth. The Invisalign is doing its job by keeping them where they should be right now. So I therefore can keep them out for longer. That's how my brain logics this situation. And I would just advise you, don't follow my bad habits and just keep them in. Follow your same routine with when you eat and drink, when you take your Invisalign out, pop them back in as soon as you possibly can. Okay, so that's what to expect during your refinement. So in between your last set of trays up until your first set of new trays, just keep an eye out and look after your Invisalign a little bit more. I'm about to go into my appointment now to get my new set fitted. The next video should be the update to that, or it might be the comments video. I'm not sure yet, but if you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe, and I'll be able to share the rest of my journey with you, and I look forward to hearing your journeys as well. If you are going to start your Invisalign journey or even your braces journey, please let me know in the comments below. I'm more than happy to interact with you, to give you any tips, suggestions, or if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. And I like just hearing from you about your journey. A smile, there is no price you can put to a smile, and the amount of confidence and joy that a smile can bring you, like, it is priceless. And I look forward to anyone who felt how I felt at the beginning of my journey leading up to where I am now, and I want to be a part of that because I know how happy it's made me, and I want to hear from you how happy it's made you too. So please subscribe, please comment. I read them all, I answer them all, and I love interacting with you. Right, I've been sitting here talking to you lot for a while, and I've got 9 minutes now till my appointment. It's just around the corner. So thank you for watching. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. Remember to be kind, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.